Hey folks, welcome to gameplay of Anthem on PS4. I played the game yesterday on YouTube, and after that I just want to do certain readings. So maybe this video is dedicated to readings. Let's start with the journal. Critical objectives. Welcome to Fort Tarsus. Welcome to Fort Tarsus. That's tracked. Okay. Welcome home, freelancer. Fort Tarsus, named for the famous general Tarsus, is a frontier town in Bastion. It's hard to dispute that the place has seen better days. Still, there's Freelancer Enclave, where you and Owen might pick up a contract or two. With the heart of rage still burning and the entire world trying to kill you, there are worse places to be than safe behind these walls. Meeting Owen. Find Owen in the Freelancer Enclave. This is completed. Silence of the Rage. Okay, you are an inexperienced freelancer. Along with freelancers Haluk, Adair, and Miller, you have joined a mission to silence a dangerous cataclysm called the Heart of Rage. This cataclysm has been churning for 8 years as it slowly spreads and threatens Bastion. Under the guidance of your Cypher Fae, you must reach the Shaper relic at the center of the storm and silence it. Outcome: this mission to silence the Heart of Rage is a failure. Miller and Adair, along with most of the other freelancers, are dead. Many ciphers were gravely injured. You pulled an injured Haluk to safety, saving his life. However, he never forgave you for ending the mission before reaching the cenotaph. Early warnings. It's been 2 years since the fateful day in the Heart of Rage. Now, as a freelancer for hire, you are taking contracts wherever you can get them. Your current job has tasked you and your cipher, Owen Corley, with inspecting the early warning network that detects Shaper energy. It's the first line of defense for catching any sign that dangerous cataclysm might be forming in the region. The early warning network has detected a massive spike in the Shaper energy in your vicinity. You must locate the source of disturbance and prevent a cataclysm from forming before it unleashes havoc on the region. Outcome: you successfully silenced the relic and averted disaster. It's time to catch your breath in Fort Tarsus and reflect on a job well done. Freelancers don't garner such much respect these days, but the work you are doing is keeping everyone safe, whether they appreciate it or not. Okay, so these are completed quests. This for Tarsus. Strongholds, completed quests. Sunken Cell. The Sunken Cell. Years ago, a Dominion scientist named Dr. Harkin, mastermind of the attack on Freemark, created an enormous experimental facility out of an underwater Shaper construct. Don't let his failed experiments and abominations fall back into Dominion hands. That's completed. Feats. General feats. Mission complete. Award for successfully completing the mission. Complete a mission on normal difficulty. So these are certain feats you can achieve, and you gain XP for this. Reinforcement. Award for reinforcing other freelancers on missions. Reinforcements 200 XP. Stronghold complete. Awarded for successfully completing a stronghold. Complete a stronghold on normal difficulty. 200 XP. Okay. World events. Awarded for successfully completing world events in free play. Interesting. Artenia feats. Okay, Elite Slayer, awarded for defeating elite enemies. Weak Point Striker, awarded for defeating enemies by hitting their weak points. Weapon Master, awarded for defeating enemies with weapons. Carry feats, combos, awarded for triggering combos on enemies that have effects on them. Gear Master, awarded for defeating enemies with gear. Multi-kills, earn a multi-kill by defeating numerous enemies simultaneously. Defeating larger groups provides faster progress. Gaunt's feats, Legendary Slayer, award for defeating legendary enemies. Melee Master, award for defeating enemies with melee attacks. Ultimate Master, award for defeating enemies with an ultimate ability. Then is Vania feats, Allied Javelins Repair, award for repairing downed Allied Javelins. Collection, award for finding collectible objects in the world. Materials harvested, award for harvesting crafting materials. Okay, good things. Certain things they award you in the world. Coming to challenges. So this stream is just dedicated to readings. Maybe next stream I'll play the game. So I always like to read up things in my stream. It makes it interesting for me and for some folks. Tracked. No track challenges as of yet. Path to Glory. Daily. Oh, daily. Daily feed scars. Daily care. What is this? Oh my god. Daily defeat scars. Time remaining. Oh. Rewards. 35 chimeric compound, 10 uncommon ember. Oh, okay, that's good, though this doesn't require so much reading. It's just viewing, and the time, it's time based. Certain challenges are time based and they get over. Weekly contracts. So you get certain resources which might be useful, but I don't understand them though, and now I'm just reading it. Weekly factions. Prove your worth to the memory of General Tarsus by defeating enemies of the freelancers. Interesting. Monthly. So from daily to weekly to monthly. Amazing. They have many challenges. Wow. So the game wants to keep you hooked. When you're playing this open world game, you can play it either multiplayer, in co-op, or you can just play solo. It's your wish, whichever mode you want to select, but I like to keep it open, though I won't play so much of multiplayer, but maybe sometimes co-op is alright for me. Challenges. Echoes of Reality. Keep playing to reveal this challenge. Festive weeklies. Freelancer Day. It's time to celebrate freelancers and all they do for Bastion. Participate in this festive event by completing expeditions. Legend Runner. Complete seasonal expeditions, legendary world events, and all free play time trials. Dailies. Okay, so it's kind of like you're playing free play when you're playing in the free play mode. So these challenges, you can do them. Like, I don't concentrate so much on challenges, but it's like my kind of play is like whatever comes along, and I just do it if it's possible, or I just keep on moving, keep on proceeding and completing the campaign. Don't focus too much on challenges, just like the smooth linear gameplay, and just like to complete the game. Okay, this is done. Factions. Interesting. Arcanist loyalty 1. Complete activities to support arcanists in their work. Build trust and you'll gain an introduction to a secret store run by resourceful regulator friends. Your help also allows work to continue on a reliable clean water source within the Fort Tarsus. Loyalty rewards must be level 10 to deploy. Uncommon sigil blueprints. Okay, these are some rewards you get. Fine. Oh, shotguns are weapons. That's nice. Great. Freelancer loyalty 1. Complete activities that further the freelancer cause. The work you do will help the enclave grow and expand. More amplifiers in use, more freelancers, and a return to glory days. Again, you get some armor for this. That's awesome. Oh, some ammo, armor, ammo, melee inscription, shield reinforcement. Sentinel loyalty 1. Complete activities that aid sentinels in their duties. As for Tarsus prospers, you will see Sentinel sponsored artwork appear along with a med bay for non-lancers. Loyalty rewards, uncommon iconic component blueprints, rare iconic component blueprints, and the tin, iron, and lead metal platings. Epic iconic component blueprints, and the oh, they are at mistake here. Okay, the nickel, chromium, and titanium metal platings. Sometimes devs, or maybe whoever writes this, they also do some mistakes in the grammar. That's all right. Who cares, right? Who cares? The game is nice. So where we were? Expeditions. So just one is revealed, that is lighting a fire. Enter free play and collect uncommon ember. The ember can be acquired from certain plants, mineral deposits, and treasure chests, or by salvaging uncommon equipment. Completion unlocks new challenges to obtain equipment blueprints. Agent. Yep, this one. Okay, complete agent missions and contracts. Matthias, search for knowledge. Complete search for knowledge storyline. Yarrow, keeping promises. Complete keeping promises storyline. Strongholds. Stronghold Master 1. Successfully complete stronghold expeditions. Okay. Completed challenges, early warnings. Nice. So I get these rewards. Maybe I'll customize that later. Exploration, Bastion collectibles. Okay. Keep playing. Trailblazer. Bastion regions. Academy ruins exploration. Eastgate exploration. Cool. allies repaired. Earn the allies repaired feat by repairing down allies. So certain number of allies, if I repair, then I get this badge. Press it. Collection, combos, depends on the count. Ultimate ability. That ability doesn't last for long. It lasted for some time. I tried it, but I was not successful. Maybe as I play more, I will get the hang of it. Weak point striker. And the weak point striker feat by hitting enemies' weak points to defeat them. Combat master. Okay. Again, it's a count based thing. So defeat Dominion, but 200 enemies defeated, then you get this. Melee Master, get the rewards for that. Some rewards are just coins and some are gear or maybe certain abilities, certain powers. Scorpions I killed in the mission. Maybe that was a prologue, so they don't count. It's just 0 by 200. Freelancer. Complete a mission in a masterwork javelin. Mission completed with the masterwork javelin. You get 4,000 coins. Okay, rare javelin. What is this? Boom, so many things. Coming to library now. Lot of entries. First entry is General Helena Tarsus. Okay, time for some stories. General Helena Tarsus, the first Lancer and leader of the Legion of Dawn. Helena Tarsus is humanity's most revered and celebrated hero. The volume of Tarsus claims that she was the lone survivor of an escaped group of slaves, though the general reportedly spoke little about her past. Tarsus, her husband Gard the chronicler, and inventor Arden Vasa recruited and trained an army to overthrow the Urgoths. At the Dawn Gates, Tarsus fell in battle, preventing the Urgoths' final act of vengeance, the attack on the human settlement of Anthem. Sometime after her death, she was reportedly spotted near Anshar, prompting the belief that she would rise again and inspiring construction of the Helena's Walk Temple. Okay, the Legend of Dawn. The Lancers who first created javelins fought back against Urgoth's oppressors and won humanity's freedom. General Tarsus led the human revolution while piloting the first javelin invented by Arden Vesa. The Legion's ranks included notable heroes like Sanadine, Leatrell, and Magna Strahl. Their tragedies and triumphs were recorded by Gard the Chronicler in Bastion's most famous book, the volume of Tarsus. Through the text was printed long after Gard's death. Welcome to Fort Tarsus. I think I've read this. Okay, whatever, I'll read it again. Oh, I've read this. Oh, this is a big one. Bulletin Ice Tide events. Ice Tide means it's time for Ice Smash. This week, the season kicks off with the traditional Fort Tarsus Ice Sculpture Smash. Participation is free, but those taking part must bring their own tools. Please gather at the south wall at the sunrise to claim your block of ice. Come and show off your artistic skill to your fellow citizens by creating an effigy in ice. The traditional flinging of the sculptures off the wall begins just before sundown on the same day. Note, this season, after much debate, images of royal family of Anthem will still be permitted to be carved. However, those sculptures will not be permitted to be thrown off the wall and smashed when that time comes. Citizens in Tarsus are once again invited to the Freelancer Enclave tomorrow for shaped ice treats. Freelancer Zach will act as an honorary Frost Fellow for the festivities this year. The ciphers will be running games of chance with proceeds going to the Tarsus Cipher Scholarship, which sends altered children from underprivileged families to a Satomi. Congratulations to our resident bard who recently returned from Anthem with a trophy as the top dramatist in Bastion this season. His winning dramatization of General Tarsus and the Ice Titan held the assembled crowd rapt for an entire afternoon, while the encores continued for almost a day more. Notably, near the end of his performance, he had everyone on the edge of their seats recounting the story of a recent fire during the season of skulls. Prosperity. No sender or address. Might Whaler resolve this chain was started in hope of bringing prosperity to you. The original copy of is from Mirelands. It has been sent around the world 9 times. Within 3 days, make 5 copies of this letter and send it to 5 of your friends to whom you wish prosperity to continue. Make sure to send this only to people who will not break the chain. Do not keep this letter. It must leave your hands in 72 hours. This is not a joke. A sentinel commander in Anthem was promoted to Argentum after passing this letter along. A freelancer in Fortuo won a new javelin in a card game and then was killed by Chimera because he broke the chain. Send 5 copies and see what happens on the 4th day. Do not ignore it, it works. So Doom is installed. They were updating the game. I'll play it in some time or maybe after some rest. Notice to all freelancers, attention all freelancers, I'm sending this to all freelancers because I can't get a straight answer from anyone. Someone has accepted the delivery of several crates without my permission and placed them in the enclave. These crates come from the Arcanist Academy, so who knows what they contain. They could be highly dangerous. Once I know who is responsible for this safety violation, I will yell at them directly. Strong alone, stronger in safety. Brindle, Blatch, Fort Custodian. Defender. Defender Assault Rifle. The Defender is the standard issue freelancer assault rifle. Medium striking power combined with a good rate of fire make this a solid choice for most combat situations. Combine those elements with a good supply of ammo and you've got a well balanced rifle that can handle most situations. Fulcrum machine pistol. Fulcrum is your street fighting specialist. It is a light weapon that fires at a terrific rate, and what it lacks in striking power it makes up for in number of projectiles. The Fulcrum gives you the most even balance of striking power and rate of fire in this category. Mauler autocannon. The Mauler is an autocannon heavy hitter. It has marginally lower rate of fire, but its shells do maximum damage. The Mauler's rate of fire and punching power make it especially useful when engaged with heavy targets. Cloudburst. autocannon. The Cloudburst delivers an extremely impressive rate of fire. This gun is more than capable of cutting down numerous targets quickly. It's an automatic heavy weapon with a startlingly effective field of fire. Okay. Library is done, I guess. Is it? Oh. Retain prosperity. Defender. Oh, one part is done. Society. Stories, more stories. Freelancers. Here we go. The independent lancers who choose to follow General Tarsus and the paths of valor. They silence cataclysms and aid those in need beyond the safety of the walls. Freelancers act without direct orders from any central organization. Though there is no official code, the modern perception of freelancer values is attributed to Dalathes, the freelancers 3. Valor to serve the people regardless of their station, courage to bring silence when Anthem sings, faith to keep my word and the word of my brethren, trust that the free answer when called, strong alone, stronger together. The Fire Shrine Pilgrimage. For centuries, freelancers have ventured to the abyssal loch, where they descend into fire shrine caves to ritually honor the dead. They claimed the site as their own long ago and risked their lives to keep the ancient fires burning even today. The tunnel network is famed for its corruption of local wildlife and unnatural storm that rages constantly within its cut stone halls. The inner workings of this unique geological area may never be unraveled to the arcanist's satisfaction, but the seasonal lighting of the shrines continues to serve as an important reminder that no freelancer is alone and no sacrifice is forgotten. Okay, some readings. Sentinels. Sentinels bonfire. Humanity is a fire in a world of darkness. Sentinel Commander Adris Kamkua. A bonfire represents security, home, and hearth. History documents sentinels using bonfires to signal an enemy's approach, to warn of a catastrophic shape or event, or to provide a clear destination for weary travelers. The fires brought order to chaos and created a place of sanctuary in a dangerous world. Today, bonfires have become a monument to humanity's rightful place in the world. Sentinels continue the tradition by lighting seasonal bonfires in places of great danger. The flames are zealously guarded by sentinels and freelancers alike as an act of human defiance and power. Like banners and sacred places, the fires symbolize humanity's strength and unity to those who intend to harm us. Outlaws. Outlaw correspondence Ice Tide. Nothing. Nothing in this. Ciphers. Okay. Ciphers. Ciphers are individuals with a sensitivity to the anthem of creation and are capable of telepathic communication and heightened mental calculation. Many young people who are identified as having this unique gift undergo amber exposure and dedicated training to enhance their mental skills. When cipher abilities first appeared, Corvus sought to use these individuals for covert purposes. They developed amplified technology and created a type of institutional training center called the Satomi. The most important and advanced of these Esterat, the premier Satomi located in Anthem. Later, the cipher revolution brought ciphers expanded rights freedom to choose how their abilities were used, opening a new world of communication between settlements and in the aid of lancers. While javelins were invented long before the cipher phenomenon, the addition of ciphers to operations outside the wall has made all lancers safer and more effective. Owen Corley. Owen Corley is a cipher who works out of the freelancer and enclave in Fort Tarsus, a small town on the frontier in Bastion. Born into poverty, he was sent for cipher training at a young age. When he first showed sensitivity to the anthem, Owen spent most of his life studying at Bronlin Satomi in Hiloist. Owen is an adventurer and mischief maker at heart. After leaving Bronlin, he traveled for a number of years before settling down in Fort Tarsus to work with freelancers. However, the few contracts available have left him uninspired and dreaming of grander things. He longs to operate a javelin of his own. Okay. So these are ciphers. Society, environment, fauna. Fauna and resort. The predators of Bastion have adapted to our world in interesting ways, none more astounding than the Enrisor. This cave dweller's saliva is so acidic it can dissolve steel. It takes a slow defensive approach to stalking prey, keeping its distance, but using its spiked tongue to lash out with great force from far away. Handy for taking rabbits, gazeeks, and the occasional lost lancer by surprise. You should be so lucky. From Bastion's Amazing Animals by Wenwick Croc. Grab it. Okay, I'll begin this guide with short examination of the seemingly harmless grabbit. My cousin had a pet grabbit once, and contrary to legend, it didn't steal shards and hoard treasure. My cousin liked to dress it up like a baby and coo at it. And when I expressed my concern, she said the grabbit liked it. Maybe it just put up with my cousin because it hoped she'd die soon and it could have a nice dinner. Okay. Who knows? From a guide to living things that will kill you by Timon Bartrock. Saurian. Saurians are sweet little creatures. Literally, the skin of an adult saurian is sweet to the taste and are a special treat for ursics and brutes who gobble them whenever they can. While saurian flesh is poisonous to humans, physicians sometimes recommend licking a saurian to induce the vomiting necessary to counter exposure to toxic spores. But I can say from experience that licking a saurian isn't as fun as it sounds. These pack animals also have a tremendous bite. So if you are going to keep an adorable baby saurian as pet, wear your gloves. Nothing's sweeter to a saurian than your fingers. From Bastion's Amazing Animals by Wenwick Croc. Scorpion. The six-legged killing machine is a truly fascinating predator. Scorpions are careful not to hatch from their eggs until they sense that food is near. These creatures have highly corrosive blood and two stingers that can shoot acid at prey, damaging even the thickest javelin armor. This acid is actually pre-digesting food for the scorpion, who is willing to share a meal with their siblings, who may or may not be burrowing underground, plotting a surprise attack from Bastion's Amazing Animals, again by Wenwick Croc. Tesselar. While Tessie the Tesselar is a favorite child's toy, real Tessellars are not so snuggly. Anyone getting too close to a Tesselar should prepare to be electrocuted. And by too close I mean in general vicinity. Most animals are smart enough to avoid Tesselar, except of course Wolverine, which will still try to eat them even after they have been zapped. Which is terrifying. If Wolverine aren't afraid of the Tesla's electromagnetic field, they probably won't be afraid of anything a javelin can do. I hate Wolverine. From a guide again. Okay, this is different. From a guide to living things that will kill you by Timon Batrock. Timon Batrock. Right. Titan. Here we go. Titans are a major force and a force to be reckoned with. Once a rare creature, Titans have been continuously coming out of the heart of rage over the past few years, and so we have gotten to know more about them than ever before. Titans reproduce by growing an offshoot, a smaller copy that just breaks off and walks away. But smaller doesn't mean less dangerous if you happen to come across one. You may be lucky enough to catch them in a bad mood and see it shoot energy from its chest. What puts a Titan in a bad mood? Just about everything. Truly unforgettable. From Bastion's Amazing Animals by Wenwick Croc. Unknown creature. It's unknown. Okay. An offensive and hideous new visitor to Bastion was recently spotted in Fort Tarsus, perched in Arcanist's shop with malice gleaming behind its dead eyes. We may never know what type of slavering beast it is, as the Arcanist insists it isn't an animal but a twisted Anthem mutation. The deluded fellow will certainly learn his lesson when the fiend bites his head off as he sleeps and swallows it, helmet and all. A gentle dissection of the creature would solve this mystery and satisfy my professional curiosity. Blubbit. Blubbit. Unknown creature recently observed in Fort Tarsus shop has finally been identified as Blubbit. Regardless of its keeper's outrageous claims, this beast, yes, beast, is ancient, revered, and very rare. Old texts also describe it as venomous and deadly. When the Blubbit feels threatened, it is able to unhinge its jaw and envelop its assailant's face. Unable to breathe, the attacker slowly suffocates under noxious fumes that were noted as smelling like sickly sweet feces encrusted stink hand pie, if such a thing existed. What a thing. In recent history, Burbits were hunted almost to extinction, while their ability to annoy and enrage, would be reason enough to see them gone. Their venom was thought to cure the painful rash brought on by the javelin chaffing. A Guide to Living Things That Will Kill You by Timon Batrock. Or 6. Oh, I got some message on the phone. 1 minute. Where's my phone, damn it? Oh, okay. What's the message? Oh, Jesus. Come on, dear phone, start. Okay. How hard to believe. second, folks. I will just be back. Alright, coming back to my readings. Sorry for the gap. Ursex. Now, here's a glorious predator. Humongous and highly aggressive, the Ursex will stop at nothing but to put you on the menu. One hit from their massive arms can turn your javelin into scrap metal, and one bite from their enormous jaws will pop you out of your armor like a nut from a shell. I advise watching the Ursex from a safe height, and if you are really lucky, the Ursex might hurl boulders at you. What a sight to behold! From Bastian's Amazing Animals by Wenwick Croc. Westnets. See the dark cloud dancing above you, blocking out the sun. That's a swarm of westnets, one of the deadliest insects in the world. While a single westnet is only the size of a fingernail, they always form part of larger colony that live in spires. Spires are built from chewed up wood and mucus. Each spire houses a amazingly complex community of workers, administrators, sentinels, undertakers, nurses, and emperor westnets. A westnet sting has been known to take down a Koroks. Lucky for us, they only cause minimal damage to a javelin, so feel free to take a moment and enjoy the furious buzzing of a cloud of westnets. From Bastian's Amazing Animals by Wenwick Croc. Oh, okay, so we did fauna, then we read about flora. Ice flower. Okay. Some big readings, man. I need water. It's getting cold now. Ugh. Ice flower. Highly valued for its gooey insides. The ice flower's yearly appearance always creates excitement, as its sap can be used as a coolant all year long. In our region, this bulbous beauty only grows in hostile, extreme low temperature areas that occur inside rare shaper ice globes. But don't even think of trying to harvest an ice flower yourself. The precious sap that runs through its veins can freeze you on the spot if it doesn't blow you up first. From A Guide to Living Things by Will Kill You by Timon Batrock. Night Vine. Night Vine. This plant looks like everything you want to find in the wild. Beautiful, graceful, swaying before you, offering a gentle, comforting light in the darkness. Do not be fooled. Do not go closer. Do not stand below it. It's hiding a razor-like tongue that will cut you to shreds, leaving you in ribbons on the ground to be absorbed later. Like my mother on holidays, it will not hesitate to give you a lashing. From A Guide to Living Things That Will Kill You by Timon Batrock. Shockbriar, a remarkable plant that seems to have unique reaction to chimeric alloys. Okay, instead of collecting the chimeric energy in one place, it builds up chimeric tension that results in mild electronic shock. Various alchemists have attempted to harness Shockbriar energy, but the result, even if woven into technology, is a nasty rash for all who come into contact with it. There's a large and beautiful display of Shockbriar in Anthem's Royal Conservatory, from Joy of Botany by Tansy Hall. Stinkhand. Okay, maybe I'll do these readings in parts. Maybe if I get tired, if my mouth gets tired, I'll stop and I'll take rest, and maybe I'll continue next stream. So maybe this will, the library version, I will stop at this category, environment. So I'll complete the environment and Stinkhand. Okay, Stinkhand, here we go. Otherwise known as the quick maw, Stinkhand has become the more popular term for this hazardous plant. As prey draws close to the Stinkhand, it will emit a pungent cloud of acidic mist, causing the prey to writhe in pain. Especially susceptible are airborne creatures, which the Stinkhand will snatch right out of the air. The acid causes modest damage to javelin armor, but will prove quite destructive through repeated exposure. Though Stinkhand has been harvested as an ingredient in perfumes such as fervent and black amber, the plant is not allowed in most settlements. From Joy of Botany by Tansy Hall. So we are done with flora, fauna, then coming to resources, chimeric alloy or chimeric alloy, whatever you pronounce it as. Let's go with chimeric then. When chimeric compound is compressed with existing minerals over a long period of time, the result is chimeric alloy. Though not as strong, I will ask my Google Assistant about this pronunciation, and what she says, I'll go with that. Let me see. Hey assistant.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. I need some help.
Good to hear. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay. Can you pronounce this word chimeric? No.
Here are the top search.
Can you pronounce this word chimera? No.
That's pronounced Camaro.
No. Can you pronounce this word chimera?
That's pronounced Chimero.
No. Then I will write it down. Chimeric. Pronounce. Can you repeat, please?
That's pronounced chimeric.
Chimeric. Okay. And here I go. I agree to my assistant. I will repeat that again. Can you repeat, please?
That's pronounced chimeric.
Chimeric. Okay. Learning the pronunciation. Thanks to assistant, we are on track. Chimeric. Okay. When chimeric compound is compressed when existing minerals over a long period of time, the result is chimeric alloy. Though not as strong as a volatile, though not as strong or as volatile as amber, It will give you small charge when first handled. The alloy is commonly used in crafting of household appliances, strider consoles, oculates, light bulbs, and of course decorative paint. Lancers who come across this alloy can harvest it for crafting of weapons or equipment. Hazards. Ripstream. Ripstream, a strong wind that limits the height of javelin propulsion. Ripstream can be experienced when one leaps from a cliff, only to enter vague grayness when then arrive suddenly near where one started. Though arcanists have long studied the buffering winds in our upper atmosphere, there has been little agreement on or proof of their cause. In early 200s, there was a popular belief that shapers wished to keep creatures limited to a certain area, as if remaining close to the ground was part of a larger plan. Less suspicious minds believe the ripstream is due to the size of our moon and atmospheric variables. So I'm done with environment, geography, history, technology, our stories, miscellaneous. These things I'll read afterwards. So it's library, armor. Okay, has weapons and crafting blueprints, some readings, mailbox, some readings, and tutorials. Great readings. Okay, so I'll continue after some time. I'll take rest and I'll do the readings afterwards. Have a lovely life, folks, and if you like the video, please do subscribe, and always you can comment and I'll answer your comments, because I always love to answer your comments, because I don't get many comments though. That's a different thing, but when I get, I answer them, because answering is my main priority. Alright, see you folks, and meet you until next time. And if I play today, maybe I'll do some readings or just play the game. Let the readings populate and I will keep a separate stream for just to read things. Alright, and have a good time, and always ask me anything and I'm here to answer you. And please, if you get interested, do like the stream, and if you really like my channel, subscribe. I never force my fellow people who are watching to subscribe just for the heck of it. It's your choice, not forcing anyone, but surely I try to put in some efforts. I wouldn't say many efforts, like not so much of efforts, but some efforts I would like to put up. And streaming is not like it's not my, I would say, not my earning thing. I'm not earning anything out of it. I just do it as a hobby because I love playing games. So streaming helps me to connect to the world. That's a good thing. And also it's interesting because things which I love, I can put it in front of others to gain some appreciation out of it. Sometimes even a little appreciation is really blissful to me. And yeah, so I'll keep going, keep streaming, sometimes talking, sometimes silent, because sometimes I feel silence is golden and sometimes I'm not in a mood to talk. So don't judge me for that. And as always, yours, signing off, Platonic Gamer. Until next time, take care, bye bye.